And that's the only thing I'm afraid of for Jake, is that you don't know what you're going to get out of him.
Recently, rumors have been swirling in the boxing world about an intense legal threat involving Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. It's alleged that Tyson, the legendary boxer, is threatening to file a $400 million lawsuit against Paul if he withdraws from their upcoming fight. This stern warning underscores the significant financial and promotional stakes tied to the event. Jake Paul, originally a YouTuber who has successfully transitioned into boxing, is now under immense pressure to follow through with the fight or face severe legal and financial repercussions. This unprecedented move by Tyson highlights the high stakes and potential consequences of backing out of such a high-profile match. The drama surrounding the situation has captivated both the boxing community and the general public, as the anticipation builds for what could be a monumental event in the sport. As the story continues to unfold, all eyes are on Paul to see if he will step into the ring or face the rumored lawsuit.
What do you say? Tell these people who keep saying that this fight is scripted for Jake Paul to win.
Well, just come to the fight and you'll see. Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
Jake Paul them just show that, you know, we and for our boxing, we ain't getting paid all we should get paid. I'm saying, and you know, they should be happy that is, you know, with me. I would tell my son that I would say, look, I said, why would somebody marry Jake if he can not get in the lead and just box his buddies and he have all these people pay? Look how much money he got paid. I said, look how much money professional get. Somebody else is dipping in the money. Like that, you know. I think Jake Paul them is. I'm telling you, it's good for boxing for us to go back and look at and say, you know, hey, this thing ain't right. You know. Now these people who not pros, who still taking a chance just like we taking a chance to win.
Jake Paul, a YouTuber who has successfully transitioned into the boxing world, has been competing in high-profile matches, generating significant buzz and controversy. Regardless of whether people love him or love to hate him, it's undeniable that he is bringing attention to the sport. On the other side of the boxing ring is Mike Tyson, the legendary heavyweight champion who has been a household name for decades. Despite already having accomplished so much in his career, Tyson is gearing up to compete once more in this enormous event. The two of them are scheduled to face off in what is expected to be one of the most intense fights in history. Fans are electrified with excitement, tickets are selling out fast, and everyone is gearing up for this incredible showdown. Suddenly, however, rumors start to circulate that Jake Paul might withdraw from the fight. This comes as a complete surprise and raises many questions. Is Paul experiencing pressure? Is he having second thoughts about his decision? Are there other potential reasons we are not aware of? Regardless of the circumstances, it appears that he is considering backing out of the event. This is where things get really interesting. Mike Tyson, being a fierce competitor and a shrewd businessman, is not going to let this go easily. Reportedly, Tyson has made it abundantly clear that he intends to file a lawsuit against Jake Paul for an astounding $400 million if the fight is called off. To put it another way, can you even fathom having that much money at stake? This amount is enough to make anyone's head spin in disbelief. Let's delve into the reasons why Tyson would go at such great lengths. From his point of view, this fight is about more than just a sport. It's a massive business deal. We're talking about millions of dollars in pay-per-view revenue, sponsorships, and a wide variety of other financial stakes. Tyson has put a lot of effort into this fight and is not going to allow it to fall apart simply because Jake Paul has changed his mind about fighting. By threatening to file a lawsuit, Tyson is sending a powerful message. If you don't show up, you're going to have to pay a very high price. This places Jake Paul in an incredibly difficult position. Known for his brazen and bold persona, he now faces an unprecedented level of pressure. It's not just about disappointing his fans or missing out on a significant payday. It's about the potential of being sued for $400 million, a sum that could significantly harm both his career and his finances. Despite having made a substantial amount of money from YouTube, boxing, and other endeavors, $400 million is an astronomical figure and would be detrimental to anyone. From a fan's perspective, this entire scenario adds a great deal of drama and excitement to the anticipation for the fight. The question is not simply who will emerge victorious in the ring, but whether the fight will even take place. The stakes have never been higher, and the anticipation is through the roof. The public is captivated by this narrative, eagerly awaiting Jake Paul's next move and Tyson's reaction to it. However, let's take a step back and consider the situation from a more holistic perspective. This circumstance sheds light on several fascinating dynamics within the world of celebrity boxing. The emergence of these high-profile matches as a major trend where celebrities and influencers compete against one another and attract large audiences has become a significant phenomenon. This mix of big business, entertainment, and sports brings immense attention and money, but also carries a considerable potential for legal battles and contractual disputes, as we are witnessing now. Tyson's threat of a lawsuit is a strategic move to safeguard his interests and ensure that all the excitement and preparation are not in vain. From a commercial point of view, it makes perfect sense. He is essentially putting his foot down and stating that you are not allowed to mess with this endeavor. If you do, there will be substantial repercussions. This situation highlights the complex interplay between sports, entertainment, and business in the modern era. Celebrity boxing has evolved into a lucrative spectacle, drawing in massive audiences and generating significant revenue. However, with these high stakes come equally high risks, including the potential for legal entanglements and financial disputes. Tyson's stance serves as a reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, there are serious financial implications and contractual obligations that must be honored. As the story continues to unfold, all eyes are on Jake Paul to see if he will step into the ring or face the rumored lawsuit. The drama surrounding this fight has captivated both the boxing community and the general public. The anticipation for this match is not just about the sport itself, but also about the larger narrative of financial stakes, personal pride, and the business of entertainment. Whether the fight happens or not, this situation has already made headlines and will likely continue to be a topic of discussion for a long time. In conclusion, the rumored lawsuit and the potential cancellation of the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul reveal the high-stakes nature of modern celebrity boxing. It underscores the intricate balance of sportsmanship, business, and entertainment that defines this new era of high-profile matches. As fans and spectators, we are witnessing a fascinating drama that goes beyond the ring, highlighting the complexities and challenges of this evolving industry.
I would not get into the ring with him unless he had no pulse. Rigor mortis had set in. I would not mess with Mike Tyson. I don't care that he's 57. Do not mess with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson was the baddest man on this planet.
Absolutely. The most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
And he still got that inside him. Whatever you want to call it, psycho rage or whatever it is.
Using the solace of the ring to quell a mind that desperately needs occupying, Mike Tyson returns. In situations like these, the stakes are extremely high, and this power play demonstrates just how high they are. It is a moment of truth for Jake Paul. At this very moment, with his fearlessness and willingness to take on significant challenges, he has built his brand. However, at this point, he is required to give serious consideration to the results of his actions. Not only would he be walking away from a match if he decided to cancel the fight, but he would also be facing the possibility of a financial catastrophe. If we are being honest, the sum of $400 million is a number that no one can ignore. It is certain to cause anyone to reconsider their actions before taking any action. Consequently, what does all of this imply for the future of boxing among celebrities? You could look at it from a few different angles. On the one hand, this kind of high-stakes drama has the potential to attract even more attention to these events, resulting in them becoming even more significant and well-known. On the other hand, it had the potential to make fighters and organizers more cautious, as they would be aware of the potential for significant legal and financial repercussions in the event that things did not go as planned. It's possible that in the future, we'll see contracts that are more detailed and that have additional safeguards to prevent disputes of this nature. On the other hand, let's not get ahead of ourselves. At this very moment, everyone's attention is focused on Paul and Tyson. Will Jake Paul take the initiative and fight through to the end? That is the most important question. Or will he take the chance of facing a massive lawsuit and all of the consequences that come along with it? Everybody is on the edge of their seats because it is a cliffhanger that is keeping them there. Consider the fight itself. If it takes place, it is going to be absolutely enormous. Even at his age, Tyson is a formidable opponent who must be taken seriously. The fact that he possesses the experience, power, and aura that make him a living legend is what makes him great. On the other hand, Jake Paul has demonstrated that he is capable of fighting despite the fact that he has been under a lot of scrutiny. Not only is he younger, but he is also hungry and has something to prove. What makes this fight so compelling is the clash of different generations, styles, and personalities. But the psychological conflict is what makes this matchup so fascinating. It goes beyond the physical competition. By threatening to file a lawsuit against Jake Paul, Tyson is attempting to get inside his head and add an additional layer of pressure. In what manner will Paul react? Do you think he will rise to the occasion and use the pressure he is under as motivation? On the other hand, will he be unable to cope with it any longer? These are the kinds of questions that make watching sports such an exciting experience. Finally, let's not overlook the supporters. Because of their support and enthusiasm, they are the ones who make it possible for these events to take place. Anticipation, debate, and predictions are all elements that contribute to the enjoyment of the event. People have already divided themselves into opposing camps, argued over who will emerge victorious, and speculated about the outcomes of the conflict. The threat of a lawsuit is nothing more than adding fuel to the fire, making the fight that is about to take place even more intense. Shockwaves have been sent through the boxing community as a result of the rumors about the possible cancellation of this fight. This event was supposed to be a very significant one that would combine the worlds of traditional boxing with the more recent celebrity matches driven by social media. People were ecstatic, tickets were flying off the shelves, and the excitement in the air was beyond comprehension. As a result, it was only natural that everyone would have something to say when the news broke that it was off. An assortment of responses has been received, beginning with the boxing community. Floyd Mayweather, who has his own experience with high-profile unconventional matches, is said to have commented, "It's a shame to see this fight fall through. This is according to rumors. It was something that I, along with many other fans, was looking forward to." However, instances like these do occur in boxing. We are hoping that we will see both of them in the ring very soon, maybe against a variety of different adversaries. Mayweather's perspective is on the more diplomatic side. Although acknowledging the disappointment, the statement also references the unpredictable nature of the sport. Nevertheless, there are rumors circulating that UFC fighter Conor McGregor had a different perspective on the situation. "What an absurd joke," he tweeted. "This wasn't going to be a surprise. If you simply throw these fights together and expect them to go off without a hitch, you are not going to be successful. Now is the time to take fight preparation seriously and show respect for the sport." Never one to hold back his opinions, McGregor appears to be expressing his disapproval of the manner in which these celebrity fights are organized. It is implied that they do not possess the same level of professionalism and rigor as traditional bouts. At this point, let's add one more fascinating viewpoint: Joe Rogan's response. A well-known commentator and podcaster for the Ultimate Fighting Championship, Rogan always has an interesting perspective on these issues. Rogan is said to have discussed his feelings regarding the cancellation on his podcast. According to rumors, he said something along the lines of, "Man, I was really looking forward to seeing how this would perform." He is a legendary figure. It is because of Jake's antics that a great number of people have become interested in the sport. Although it is disheartening, it could very well be for the best. Respect for the sport and proper preparation are required to treat these fights with the seriousness they deserve. Rogan's remarks reflect a well-rounded perspective. While acknowledging the excitement these fights generate, it is also important to recognize the significance of proper preparation and respect for the sport. Rogan's point of view provides us with a more comprehensive understanding of the impact and the myriad of factors at play. The value of entertainment is not the only consideration here. The seriousness of these competitions and the honor of the sport itself are also considerations in this matter. In this regard, Amir Khan is a significant player. An offer has been made by Amir Khan, a former world champion and Olympic silver medalist, to step in and take Mike Tyson's place in the heavyweight division. Shockwaves have been sent through the boxing community as a result of this move. Khan is renowned for his speed, technical skills, and tenacity in the ring, all of which have contributed to his extensive and successful career. The fact that he is willing to take Tyson's place is a significant development that brings an entirely new dimension of excitement to the upcoming fight. In an interview, Amir Khan provided an explanation for his decision, stating, "I have a great deal of respect for Mike Tyson, but if he is unable to fight, I am more than willing to step in. As someone who has been following Jake Paul's journey, I believe that a matchup between the two would be an interesting one. Fans have a right to expect a very good fight, and I am prepared to give it to them." Simply by making the statement, Khan demonstrates his commitment to the sport and his eagerness to take on exciting new challenges. Taking into consideration the viewpoint of a fan, This new development is extremely exciting. An experienced and knowledgeable professional, Amir Khan has a great deal of experience. Moreover, it would be a wonderful spectacle to watch him compete against Jake Paul. Fans have already begun to speculate about the outcome of the fight, which has caused a buzz among them. Is it possible that Khan's years of experience and technical expertise would triumph over Paul's youthful and unconventional style? Everyone is on the edge of their seats because of the question that has been asked. Let's move on to the next topic, which is why the presence of Amir Khan is such a big deal. To begin with, it guarantees that the event will continue to take place, thereby preserving all of the excitement and anticipation that has been building up. In addition to being a financial blow to the promoters, the fight could have been postponed or canceled, which would have been a huge disappointment for the fans. Khan's intervention saves the day and ensures that the momentum continues to build. In addition, Khan's participation lends an additional degree of credibility to the event. His involvement in the match elevates the status of the match because he is a well-respected figure in the sport of boxing. Considered from a business point of view, this action makes a great deal of sense. The boxing industry thrives on high-stakes matchups and matches featuring well-known boxers. Amir Khan versus Jake Paul is a fight that has the potential to generate significant media coverage, attract sponsorships, and draw an enormous pay-per-view numbers on television. This is a situation in which everyone involved comes out ahead. It is a blockbuster event for the promoters, an exciting fight for the fans, and an opportunity for the fighters to demonstrate their skills on a very large platform. Amir Khan is looking to reassert himself in the boxing world, and this fight presents him with the opportunity to do so. Despite having had a remarkable career, dealing with Jake Paul presents a different kind of challenge. The physical conflict is not the only thing at stake. The goal is to attract the attention of a new generation of boxing fans. The combination of Khan's extensive experience and his aspiration to maintain his relevance in the sport makes this fight particularly intriguing. This is yet another opportunity for Jake Paul to demonstrate that he is more than just a social media star and to silence those who have been critical of him as a boxer. He has been putting in a lot of effort to be taken seriously, and the fact that he will be competing against someone of Khan's abilities is a step in the right direction. He would receive a significant boost to his credibility and career if he were to prevail against Khan. Even if he does not emerge victorious, the mere act of entering the ring with a fighter of Khan's stature is a statement. Without question, the dynamic that exists between these two grapplers is absolutely fascinating. There is no doubt that Amir Khan possesses exceptional technical abilities, speed, and ring intelligence. His knowledge of boxing strategy is extensive, and he has competed against some of the most accomplished boxers in the sport. Jake Paul, on the other hand, brings a raw and unconventional fighting style to the table, which has proven to be successful in his previous bouts. His ability to surprise his opponents, combined with his strength and resilience, makes him a formidable adversary. It is also important to consider the psychological aspect of this conflict. Khan's decision to step in could be interpreted as a power move, a way for him to demonstrate that he is still a major player in the sport and to assert his dominance over the competition. For Paul, the purpose of this fight is to demonstrate his capabilities against an experienced professional and to silence those who have doubts about his abilities. The mental game will be just as important as the physical game, and it will be fascinating to observe how both fighters respond to the challenge of competing under intense pressure. What can we learn from all of this? It's not complicated at all. When it comes to the world of sports, particularly something as unpredictable as celebrity boxing, practically anything can take place. You are getting ready to engage in a fight that will go down in history. The next thing you know, you're being sued for $400 million. All the viewers are captivated by the roller coaster ride of feelings, drama, and high stakes that it provides. As for Tyson and Paul, the next steps they take will be extremely important. The challenge has been thrown down by Tyson, and it is now up to Jake Paul to decide what course of action to take. Is he going to fight and give the fans what they want, or is he going to back out and deal with the legal and financial storm that will follow? No matter what transpires, it is going to be an incredible tale to follow. Also, make sure you keep an eye on the news and stay tuned. In the world of boxing, this is just the beginning of what is going to be an all-out epic saga. It is abundantly clear that Tyson versus Paul is more than just a fight. Regardless of the circumstances, fans from all over the world are dreaming about this event, which is capturing their imagination. And you never know, there is a possibility that this is just the beginning of even more significant developments in the world of celebrity boxing. At least one thing is certain. It never dulls the senses. The fact that these are rumors that have not been confirmed and that there has been no confirmation of this entire story is true. However, it is certainly interesting. Although I have mentioned a great deal of information regarding this drama, there is another very significant event taking place while we are waiting for this fight. I'm going to tell you about some other rumors circulating in the boxing community, so make sure you check out this in-depth analysis. You are going to learn about new shocking claims that are capturing people's attention these days. I would like to thank you for watching this video and thank you for clicking on the screen to watch the deep dive.